this video, you will see the recipe of Hara Bhara kebabs. These kebabs are not only tasty but healthy too, as I've used a combination of vegetables in them and are not deep fried. These hot kebabs will just melt in the mouth, and I'm sharing one trick which no one else has shared. This trick will help you make any type of kebabs like a pro. Also, I will share all the other tips and details so that the concept of kebab making is clear. So let's get started. But before that, do subscribe to my channel for more such interesting recipes. Here I'm taking 1 tablespoon of homemade ghee, and I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. I will also add 1 tablespoon of refined oil. Ghee gives a wonderful taste and it thickens on cooling, which holds the kebabs together. I have added 1 tablespoon of crushed ginger and garlic and saute just for a minute till the raw smell disappears. The combination of vegetables I will add is green chilies, French beans, capsicum, coriander. I will also add green peas and spinach later. First, I have added the green chilies and will lightly saute it. I have kept the flame very low as I do not want the color of the vegetables to change. The French beans I selected are dark green in color and not the light green ones. These vegetables get a wonderful aroma when sauteed in ghee along with ginger, garlic and the chilies. To get a wonderful green color, I am using 170 grams of frozen peas which are defrosted. The first principle in kebabs is that there should be no moisture, but yet the kebab should be soft and melt in the mouth. So sauteing will do two things here. First, take away the moisture, and two, will give a wonderful aroma of flavor. Lastly, I'll add in the coriander, mix well and take it out in a plate to cool down. On the other gas stove, I had kept 1 liter of water to boil. To this, I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of meetha soda or khane wala soda, which will help the spinach to retain its green color. Then add in a handful of spinach and leave it in this hot water for a minute or two. Just see how the color is changing. If you boil spinach for a long time, it will turn black. So after 2 minutes, remove from hot water and immediately place it in chilled water to reduce the temperature. It's been 2 to 3 minutes. Now I'll squeeze out as much as water I can. And a handful of spinach has become a small cricket ball, which means the main ingredient for the Hara Bhara kebab are the green peas. The combination of these vegetables will impart color and taste. While these are cooling down, let's prepare 3 things. The first trick to make good kebabs is add crumbs of fresh bread, which will soak up all the moisture. I'm grinding 2 slices but will not use so much of quantity. The next thing I'll grate is 3 medium-sized boiled potatoes, which will give a binding to the kebabs. And lastly, I've dry roasted besan for 3 to 4 minutes and will add only as required. By now our vegetables have cooled down, and without adding any water, I'll grind them to a coarse paste. This is done, and note the texture here is thick and dry. Yet in the next step, we need to cook it again. Preferably use a non-stick pan so that the mixture does not stick. I'm using the same pan and will not add any extra ghee or oil. I will also add in the mashed potatoes at this stage. And also take a note that I have not yet added salt, and the reason to it you shall see further in the video. I've kept the flame very low, and now I will add in some masalas. I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of chaat masala, 1 teaspoon of jeera powder, 3/4 teaspoon of dhania powder, and 1 teaspoon of Kitchen King masala. Mix well and saute for 3 to 4 minutes on low flame. Here you can see how the mixture is drying up. To make good kebabs, there should be minimum moisture. As we are not adding any maida or corn flour, I will add roasted besan. You may require more or less as per how much moisture is there in the kebab mixture. I am adding 4 tablespoons of besan. Once all these main ingredients are mixed in, then lastly I will add salt. If you add salt earlier, firstly you cannot see the entire quantity and judge how much salt to add, and secondly the vegetables will start to leave water. And yes, I've not forgotten the breadcrumbs, which I will use later, so keep watching. You can rewind the video and see the difference in the texture of this kebab mixture. It has become dry and is leaving the bottom of the pan, which means it is ready to be rolled into kebabs. But before that, I will let it cool down completely. Spreading in a plate helps to cool faster. To be on the safer side, I am adding a few spoons of breadcrumbs to absorb the moisture if any is left. By doing so, the kebabs will not disintegrate while frying. They will stay intact and hold a shape too. Also, just see the color, it's looking perfectly green and no color is added. I will again remind you to use frozen peas as they have a better color than the fresh ones. Before frying, if you are able to roll the kebabs without sticking to your fingers, it means the mixture is perfect and the kebabs will not break while frying. Let's proceed to roll the kebabs, but before that I will take fine suji and add little salt to it so that we can roll the kebabs in it. I've also taken some cashew nuts to stick on the top. The mixture has cooled down and has become even more thick. Apply little oil on your palms and roll into whichever shape you want. I'm making it in the same way as we get in restaurants. These kebabs are medium in size and with the quantity of ingredients used, you will get around 20 to 21 kebabs. And this looks great. Now I will roll it in suji. Doing so first will stop the kebab from melting or breaking in oil, and secondly you will get a crispy cover on the top. Sticking a cashew nut will not only look good but will taste fabulous with the crunch in the center. Isn't this looking perfect? Do try out this recipe and let me know your feedback in the comments box given down below. And here I've rolled all the kebabs, and next I'll shallow fry them in refined oil. Suppose by chance if the kebabs start to break in oil, simply add more breadcrumbs and roll again and continue the process. And here are absolutely fabulous hara bhara kebabs are ready. Believe me, they taste awesome. Do try making these at home as it's a very easy recipe. I'm serving them with tomato sauce today. You can also serve it with the mint and curd chutney. In the same oil, I will fry the remaining ones. You may need to add oil a few times as you can see the oil is getting soaked up by the kebabs. And here my kebab platter is ready and I just can't wait to enjoy this. Make your platter of these kebabs today and enjoy in this chilled weather. Do like and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.